Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the day 3 of Python interview preparation course. Today we are going to see about the operators, what all different kinds of operator, what they are going to do and how they are functioning in different scenarios. When we are going to write like a plus b, a and b we call it as an operand and the symbol between this is like operator. Here we are using a plus symbol, that's for addition. Everybody knows about the plus symbol. So we have different type of operators like a plus b, a minus b, a multiplication b and all. Let's start with one by one how to carry forward these operators. So our first operator is a arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator, it's like a normal mathematics as we use the mathematics plus minus addition multiplications and all. So it's regarding that arithmetics as well. So in this we have plus minus multiplication division, then as we have exponent, here we are using for exponent double stars. This is for exponent, and we have a floor division. As you know, plus sign is for addition, minus sign is for subtraction, multiplication sign for multiplication, division sign for division. And in a floor division, what we have, if we are providing the input as a float, the output would be float. If we are providing input as a int, the output would be int. But in case of simple division, whatever we are providing, the result will come in float only. Okay. And the another thing is that we can use this exponent symbol. I will run these codes, then you will see more clearly. And the uh, exponent operator is used for negative values as well. Okay, if I run it, we will get a result like sum equal to 3. We are considering a equal to 1 and b equal to 2. Then sum equal to 3, subtraction equal to minus 1, multiplication equals to 2, division equals to 0.5. Here the division, we are providing the int value, but what we got is like in a float. The result is always coming in a float. Okay, this is the main thing you have to focus there. And another thing is that when we are providing the floor division, here is the floor division. When we are considering the floor division, we are getting int value. As we are providing input as a int, we are getting int value, but in a normal division, we are getting value as we are providing it. Okay. This exponent operator is applicable for negative as well as complex value as well. I'm considering here a complex value and going to do the exponent, and it will provide the result very conveniently. If we are going to do for a negative, we are getting result very easily. That means the exponent is applicable for negative as well as exponent is applicable for negative and as well as complex. Here the plus and the multiplication operator is called as a operator overloaded as well. As one operator behave like a two form, we call it as a overloaded method. Like if we are providing plus in a integer, it treated like a addition. But if we are providing a plus with a string, it treated like a concatenation. If we are providing star with int value, it will act like a multiplication. But if we are providing repetition operator with one string value and one int value, it treated like a repetition operator. That's all with the arithmetic operator. Let's focus on the relational operators. We have different relational operators like less than, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to. Okay, and these are applicable for int, boolean, float and string values. And the relational operators are not applicable for the complex values. Okay, so I'm considering the example of all the conditions. First I'm considering the int and providing all the operators. Then we are going to run it. and we will get the result. Okay, the result as follows. If we are considering a equal to 10 and b equals to 20. So if we are considering a equal to 10 and b equals to 20, first we are checking a is greater than b. We are providing the condition then that 10 is greater than b. No, then we are getting a result false. If we are considering a less than b, means 10 is less than b. Yes, true. Then we are getting the result true. If we are considering that a less than equal to b, means 10 is less than equal to 20, condition is true, we are getting true. If we are considering a is greater than or equal to b, means 10 is greater than or equal to 20, no, we are getting result as a false. Now I am considering the a equal to true and b equals to false. I am considering the Boolean values. So when we are providing the relation operator between the Boolean values, consider that true consider as a 1 and false is 0. So true greater than false, condition is true. 1 is greater than 0, yes. 1 is less than 0, false. 1 is less than or equal to 0, false. 1 is less than or equal to greater than or equal to 0, true. Same way we are considering for a float. Float we are considering a equal to 10.0 and b equals to 20.0. We are considering all the cases. 10 is greater than 0, means the float of 10 is greater than float of 20, condition is false. Float of 10 is less than float of 20, condition is true. If we are considering the float of 10 is less than or equal to float of 20, the condition is true. If I am considering float of 10 is greater than or equal to 20, the condition is false. Now I am considering the string. I am considering two strings and providing all the relational operators to these, like this is greater than this. I'm providing that a equals to Django, b equals to Python. Django is greater than Python, condition is false. If I'm providing Django is less than Python, the condition is true. If I'm providing Django is less than or equal to Python, condition is true. If I'm providing Django is greater than or equal to Python, the condition is false. Here the comparison is going between first to first, second to second. It is converting into the ASCII code and then they are going to compare one on one. Relational operators not applicable for complex. Let's consider example. When we are considering the example, when we are trying to do the operators, applying operators on complex, we are getting this error. Chaining of relational operator is possible. Agar, in case we have all the possible combinations of result is true, then we are getting the output as a true. If one of the result is false, then we are getting result as a false. Let us consider this chaining. 10 less than 20, 20 less than 30, 30 less than 40. It is clear the chaining is correct, then we are getting the result as true. If we are considering 10 equals to 20, 20 less than 30, 30 less than 40. Here the chaining is correct, but the last thing, this is 40 is greater than 50, that's why we are getting result as a false. Another type of operator is equality operator. In this, if content is same, we are getting true. If content is not same, we are getting false. But no error means suppose there is no error for any different type of data type and else. It simply provide true or false. So I'm considering all the data types and providing the equality operators, and I'm getting result as a true and a false. If 10 equal to 20, result is false. 10 equal to 10, result is true. 10 equal to true, result is false. False equal to false, the result is true. Python equal to Python, the result is true. 10 equal to Python, result is false. 10 equal to 15, result is false. 10.0 float of 10 equal to float of 10, result is true. Complex equal to 2, result would be false. The chaining of relational operator is possible. Uh, the chaining of equality operator is possible. If every result is true, means every condition is true, the result would be true. If any of the condition is false, the result would be false. Here is the example. If we are considering 10 equal to 10, 10 equal to 10, the result would be true. If we are considering 10 equal to 20, then equal to 30, then equal to 40, it's clear it's going to be the false. Next operators are logical operators, and or not. And the logical operator is applicable for Boolean and a non-Boolean values. If it's a 0, that means the false. If it's 1, that means the true. If 1 means the non-zero or true. Empty string we are considering as a false. Let us understand with the help of example. I am considering print true and false, print true or false, or print not false. So for first condition for end, 1 is true, 1 is 1, another one is 0. 1 and 0, as we do in a digital maths, 1 and 0, the output will be 0. That means the false. 1 or 0, or that means the 1. 1 means true. Not false means not 0. That's the complement. Complement is like true. Let us understand the in-depth condition of ends with the with int data type. X and Y. If first argument is 0, then result is 0. Otherwise, the result is Y. If the second argument is 0, the result is 0. Otherwise, result is X. Let us understand with the help of example. If I am considering 10 and 10, and if I am considering 0 and 10, if I am considering 50 and 20, and if I am considering 20 and 0. If I am considering 10 and 20, the output would be the 20. If I am considering 0 and 10, the result, if first argument is 0, the other would be, the result would be the 0. If I am considering 50 or 20, the result would be the 20. And if I am considering the second argument is a 0, the result is 0. Okay, so that's it for. If I am considering the OR condition, X evaluate to true, then result is X. Otherwise, result is Y. Here, X true, the X would be non-zero. If I am considering 10 or 20, the output would be the 10. If I am considering 0 or 10, the output would be the 10. If I am considering 50 or 20, the output would be 50. If I am considering 20 or 0, the output would be 20. So that's all for OR condition. Let's forward for NOT condition. If X evaluate to false, then result is true, otherwise false. Let us suppose if we are considering not 10, the output will be false. Not 0, the output will be true. That's why, because 10 is considered as 1. So not 1 means not 2. That's the result is false. Not false, the output would be true. Let us consider the string cases for AND or OR. If we are considering Python or Python soft, the output will be Python soft. If we are considering space or Python, the space means the empty string. What we consider above, the empty string is considered as false. So empty string. If empty string and Python means the false and the Python, the result would be the Python. If I am considering Python and empty string, the result would be the empty string only. If we are considering Python or empty string, the result would be Python only. If I'm considering space or Python, the result would be space. And if I'm considering not empty string means not false. The result would be true. If I'm considering not Python means not true. The result would be the false. Another type of operators are bitwise operator. In bitwise operator we have AND, this OR symbol, negation symbol, and the bitwise left or right shift. And these are applicable for int and boolean type. If I am considering the int, we are getting output. Okay. If we are trying to apply these operators with float type, we are getting an error. Let us consider int type. First, we are applying a bitwise to the int. Let us consider the example. We are considering the int value and we are trying to apply the XOR, the OR, the AND, and the negation. We are getting the corresponding results. When we are applying XOR on 4 and 5, we are going to write like this in a decimal format. If we are providing in a binary format, we are going to write like this way, 4 and 5. When we are doing the XOR, you know the condition of XOR, if 0 or 1, the output will be the 1. Otherwise, we have 0. That's why when we are going to convert this into the decimal, we are getting 1 as an output. If we are going to do this for OR type, 1 or 0, you know the condition 1 or 0, it would be the 1. And if we are 0 or 0, the condition would be the 0. And 1 or 1, the condition would be the 1. So when we are converted to the decimal, we are getting 5 as the output. If we are going to do for AND, you know 1 or 0, the output would be the 0. 0 and 0, the output would be the 0. And 1 or 1, the output would be the 1. These are the different conditions we have in a digitals, that 0 in AND condition 0 or 1, the result would be the 0. And 0 and 0, the condition, the logical tables we are using here. That's why the result for AND, if we are applying the AND for 4 and 5, we got like the result as a 4. Okay. Another one is how we are getting this negation 1 complement. So we are going to write it in a 32-bit. And here 0 is like for positive and 1 for negative. So we are considering for a 32-bit. So for representing the negative complement, we have to do the 2's complement. First we have to convert 0 to 1, 1 to 0 in 1's complement. Then we are going to add plus 1 for 2's complement. Then we are getting the result as a 0. If we are going to do the 1's complement for 1, we are getting the result as 2. The same way we have to represent in a 2's complement form. For every negation operator, Python internally do the 2's complement and provide the result. Here I am considering the left shift operator. In left shift operator, I am representing it in a binary form like normal 8421, 16, 32, 64, 128. I am considering here a 7. We are representing in a 8-bit and I am representing 7 in a binary form. What we do in shift, positive value filled with zeros, we have to shift. I'm here shifting 2-bit, so we are removing this these two ones. Here these 2 bits goes forward and this 0 is coming back here. This 0 is coming back here. Okay, this way. and these ones are filled with zeros, and these ones are going forward, like these are going to fill with zeros. Okay, here we are considering the 7 is a binary digit, and when we are doing two left shift, we getting result as 28. See here, when we are applying in operators, we are getting the same result. The same way we are doing in a right shift operator. The binary digit is shifted to right side of the operator. If we are considering the 7, if we are shifting to right side, we are going to lose 2 bits. So the result would be the 1. In this, we are going to lose some bits. Next one is the assignment operator. In assignment operator, the symbol is like we are assigning the particular value to this one equal sign. And we have the compound assignment operators as well. We can write means a equal to 1. This is a simple assignment operator. We are going to write a plus or equal to 10. Here a plus equal to 10 equivalent to a equal to a plus 10. So we can write in a compound form as well. So that's the difference between the simple assignment operator and the compound assignment operator. The result would be for this the result would be the 11. Another important operator is identity operator. Identity operator is used for the address comparison. When we are going to check means this is belong to this particular address or not, then we are going to use this identity operator. In this, if we are considering a equal to 10 and b equal to 10, and we are going to check a is b, the result is true. And if b is not, a is not b, the result would be the false. A. I'm considering the particular ID as well. ID is basically used for the address comparison. Now you can relate it why I'm saying it's comparing the address. The both addresses are same. Then if we are checking A is B, the result is true. If we are checking A is not B, we are getting the result is false. Another operator is membership operator. In this, we are checking whether the given object is present in particular collection or not. Here we are considering a string. String is also one of the collection. So string we are considering hello. Here H in A we are checking the particular this character is present in this string. If yes, the result would be the true. If not, if that's not present, we are getting result as a false. Another kind of operator is the ternary operator. In this, if we are considering the first value, this is the syntax. We are considering the first value, then condition, then else, then the second value. If we are considering a1 equals to, if this condition is true, then we are getting the result as 10. Otherwise, we are getting the result as 0. So in our case, the result is true. So we are getting 10 as the output. And that's all for, and thanks for watching this video.